From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, those of you as far west as Jackson, Tennessee. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Shawn Pruitt. And if you're watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. Everyone, welcome to the June edition of Pharmacist on Call. We'll have a pretty interesting show with a variety of topics today. But if you are new to the show, this is your 1 hour forum where you get to call and ask those burning questions or voice those concerns that you've had, because we understand that your doctors and your pharmacists are busy and that they don't have time. So for this hour, I do. This segment is sponsored by Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, the pharmacy choice for the uninsured, and the Kangen Water Store of Nashville. So this is our service to you. So call in. The producer's going to flash the number up there, so call in with those questions and those comments. We're going to get into a birthday shout out or two and a couple of shout outs here. First, I wanted to say happy belated birthday to my youngest brother, Aaron Kenyatta Hardy. He turned, he's 43. He turned 43 June the 3rd, so happy birthday, Aaron. And I also want to say happy belated birthday to my big sister, Kimberly Thomas. Of course, I can't mention her age, but birthday May 24th, so happy belated birthday to her. But looks like we've got a call already, so we're going to get to that one. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Hey, Shawn.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing? This is Linda.
Pretty good. How are you?
Your turmeric girl. I've got a question. I called the pharmacy on Dixon Road yesterday, and the girl looked it up, that CBD oil, hemp oil, is legal in Georgia.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to be going to Georgia next week. But I've been online, and it's kind of like questionable whether I can take it on the airline. It said that it just kind of all depended on which person checked your luggage or whatever. So I'm just concerned about taking my big bottle. Is the little bottle the same as the black?
Yes, ma'am. It's 5 mLs, so it's a small bottle. I mean, should be pretty easy to store on your online luggage, your on-air luggage. Now, I believe that the law in Georgia is what you take, which is pure CBD with 0 THC. So I think you're safe with that one.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure. Now, where is your other location?
Oh, we are at 107 Charles E. Davis, which is in South Nashville. So if you're familiar with Lafayette before it turns into, so just make a left on Charles E. Davis. We're inside of the Napier Clinic. The Neighborhood Health Napier Clinic, and you'll see the signs.
Clinic, okay. If I go over to the Dickerson Road, can they run me 2 of the labels for the bottle so I can put it on a Ziploc bag and also on the bottle too? Yes, ma'am, they can do that. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. You know, we'll accommodate you. Well, I just want to make sure that I don't get my bottle of CBD taken away from me at the airport. So. Yeah. So a 5 ml bottle would be a good risk, but yeah, in Georgia it's legal. 0 THC though. So we have that green formula with a little bit of THC in it. So that would not be legal in Georgia. If I get the black, which is in the tiny bottle, then that should be okay. You would be absolutely okay and well within the law. All right. I will see you at one of your places. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, you're welcome. Have a safe trip. All righty. Bye-bye. Okay, so also wanted to mention J.C. Napier Day will be, it looks like June the 9th. So they will be celebrating J.C. Napier, who's a civil rights figure, actually, one of my fraternity brothers. And the housing development where the second location is named after him. So there will be a celebration in the J.C. Napier community, June the 9th. And forgive me, guys, because I forgot the time, but I believe it's a morning event. You should be able to Google it, though. So J.C. Napier Day, wanted to give them a shout out. And then we can't forget about Juneteenth, June 19, 1865. The last set of slaves were emancipated or found out that slavery had been ended. So Juneteenth, which
which will be Tuesday, I believe, June 19th. So those of you, and there should be citywide celebrations, so we want to make sure that we remember that. For those of you, if this is your first time, I am Dr. Shawn Pruitt. I own Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy. I own the Kangen Water Store of Nashville. And as of April the 18th, I now also own Pruitt's Pharmacy at Napier Clinic. We started out August 4, 2012 on a mission to help patients who did not have insurance. And so these were people who, by and large, had to pay full price for their medications. So our theme was to discount the price of medication to make it more affordable for people so that they didn't go to the ER, get a prescription they couldn't afford, and then wind up having to, go back to the hospital. But the show is about you. We've got one more caller, so we're going to get back into that story. JC, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you? Oh, JC? Well, looks like he hung up. He got a little camera shy there. All right, so these were, patients who, had to make a choice between paying utilities or food and getting their medication. And sometimes they would go to the ER, not be able to get the medication, and wind up getting seriously injured or passing away. So our mission is to help those 100,000 plus Middle Tennesseans who don't have insurance by making their medication more affordable. So we've been doing that for about five plus years. In fact, it'll be 6 years in August. So we kind of changed our business, model a little bit. And I opened the Kangen Water Store of Nashville inside of the pharmacy because we began to take a shift towards natural health and educating patients to take care of themselves. So we opened the Kangen Water Store in November of 2012. So it looks like we've got JC back again, so we're going to get into that. You all stay right there. JC, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
How you doing, sir? This is your old FedEx guy. My question is, I keep forgetting to take my high blood pressure medicine. What's a good way for me to remember to take it every day?
Good question. So that happens to a lot of people, by the way. So what you can do is we can bubble pack it for you, which is our compliance packaging. And what that does, it will let you know you'll have to push it out each time out of the bottom. So if you push it out and take it, and if you forget and come back to that bubble pack, you see it's been pushed out for the day, that will let you know that you've gotten your medication.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you a whole lot.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Now, other people also get those little, the little plastic weekly pill reminder pieces, and some of them come with alarms on them. Now, we don't have those, but we can get it if you need it. But just bubble packing, I think, would go a long way towards helping you being compliant.
Okay. Okay. Thanks again.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. All righty. All right, so you're probably saying, okay, this Kangen Water Store, what the heck is that? So Kangen water is a water that we take through about 3 or 4 different processes. We filter the chlorine and the fluoride out so it doesn't have that bleach taste or that bleach smell. We also electrify the water over titanium plates, and so this water is teeming with free radical scavenging, antioxidants. And then the other piece is we adjust the pH up or down based on what our needs are. So for alkalinity, we raise the pH from anywhere from 8.5 to 9.5. And what this does is any condition that you have in your body that comes from you having too much acidity. So if you're a person who has a diet heavy in red meat, if you're a person who has a diet heavy in, sugary substances, a diet heavy in fruit juices, which are acidic, or dairy products, then this relieves those symptoms. So people who have drank our water have reported back to us that they have had symptoms of acid reflux go away within 15 minutes or less. They have had gout reduced same day, which is the buildup of uric acid. They have had arthritis dissipate, and some just on a couple of glasses of water. So that's how good this stuff is. But we've even had people tell us things like, psoriasis and eczema have cleared up. One lady came in and said that her doctor is reducing her eye drops because her vision is getting better now. So acidity plays a large role in disease in the body. So what this water does is neutralize acidity's effects on the body. So like I said, it knocks out that uric acid in your big toe or in your joints when you're dealing with gout. Kind of calms that hydrochloric acid that's present in our stomach and that allows us to digest our food and our substances, but sometimes it gets to be a bit much and we just kind of need a little calming down of it. So that's what the water does. So we've been doing the water piece for, just almost 6 years now, and it has gone a long way towards helping that focus of patients taking care of themselves. It's something that is easy, that is very inexpensive, and it works quickly. And so a lot of times you'll have people on TV selling you things that it never works, or it takes a long time to work. The things that we recommend to our patients, they work quickly and they have dramatic effects quickly. So as we began to shift our focus even more towards patient care and natural care, we really broke into supplementation and using herbal medicine along with your prescription medicine. And so to that vein, we started selling beetroot juice. And so how it came about this is I had a number of DOT drivers, the people who drive the trucks, the UPS, FedEx trucks, and the tractor trailers could not get their DOT cars because their blood pressures were still high, because their blood sugars were still high. And these were people who were already on medicine. All right, so we got another call here, so we're gonna have to get to them. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yeah.
How may we help you today?
The question I have is, my son has a lot of those razor bumps.
Okay.
What can he do to get rid of that?
Good question. And so with those razor bumps, the condition is called pseudofolliculitis barbae. What happens is, especially with African Americans, the way that our hair grows, which is sometimes in a coil, we will develop, we will occlude our pores. And that oil, especially if you have oily skin, the oil begins to build up. So when your son shaves, and I'm assuming it's after they shave?
Right.
Okay, so after he shaves, make sure he washes his face really good, get some cotton balls, and then go over his skin with some sea breeze or witch hazel. And what that's gonna do is break up the oil in those pores and dry them up so that the skin can breathe, the hair can grow properly, and that oil does not build up. Because what those razor bumps the razor bumps are a buildup of oil up under the skin that get trapped under there. So we need, or even alcohol works, but what it does is it dries out that oil and keeps those bumps down.
Okay.
Yeah,
you said witch hazel?
Yeah, witch hazel, but I prefer sea breeze. So you wash your face real good, get some sea breeze in the cosmetic department at any pharmacy or store, get some cotton balls and just go over your face and your head, wherever you're having those problems. And make sure after you wash your face every morning that you get some cotton balls and then go over your face again. And it's gonna dry up that skin. So me, I have very oily skin. In fact, I'm probably shining on TV right now like a bowling ball.
Your face is real smooth, that's why I asked.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but it's also, it can be quite oily sometimes. And so, yeah, I'll need to alcohol it sometimes or sea breeze it to keep the bumps down.
All righty.
Okay.
Dude, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All righty, bye-bye. All right, caller, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Hello?
Yes, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
I had a question about psoriasis. I have psoriasis on my hands.
Okay.
I've been taking probiotics and some aloe vera pills to try to get my gut right.
Okay.
To get, that's working, and I was interested in the water that you're referring to just a minute ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've had a few people say that it has helped them with psoriasis, and I actually had a patient come in Sunday, and he said that slippery elm also helped his psoriasis.
Slippery elm?
Slippery elm, E-L-M.
Do you believe something in the probiotics is in the gut?
Absolutely. And so what happens is you've got good and bad bacteria teeming in your stomach, and sometimes your stomach, the bacteria can get out of balance, especially in someone who's taken antibiotics for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That bad bacteria and fungus can build up. So the probiotics are good bacteria. They're lactobacillus and fructooligosaccharides. So what they do is they put the good bacteria in the stomach so it can fight off some of the bad things go on down there. But not only that, it also increases your absorption of your food, your medication, and your supplements.
Right. Mm-hmm. About how long does it normally take for the probiotics to actually start working in your system?
I'm thinking
difference.
That's going to be dependent on what your situation is and you as a person. So if you're having issues with your stomach, like irritable bowel, I'd say fairly immediately, especially with the water. Something like psoriasis, the gentleman told me like 3 months.
About 3 months.
With the probiotics and the slippery elm.
Where can the water be bought at? Where is it at?
We are at 811C Dickerson Pike. If you're familiar with where the Titan Stadium is, we are about maybe 1.5 miles straight down the street on Dickerson Road.
Okay.
The producer's going to flash the information a little later, so make sure you tune into the whole show.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, everyone, stay right there. We're coming up on a break. We'll see you in a minute.